Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Micah Parsons puts Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on notice. Micah Parsons didn't mince words when addressing his contract situation, delivering a pointed message to Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones as negotiations continue to drag on. Parsons is heading into the final year of his rookie deal, and all signs point to the Cowboys eventually securing him with a long-term extension that could make him the NFL's highest-paid non-quarterback. While preliminary discussions have taken place, no agreement has been reached. With his contract situation unresolved, every move Parsons makes is drawing heightened scrutiny. He's been in and out during voluntary OTAs but has no plans on skipping mandatory minicamp. "I will be there. I haven't missed a minicamp in 4 years. Even though the contract is not done, I have teammates in a playbook." Parsons wrote on X, "I'm preparing as if I will be on the field the first week of camp. But it's in the owner's hands. I'm ready to win a Super Bowl." Jones and the Cowboys have gained a recent reputation for dragging out extension talks. Both CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott had to display patience last year before landing lucrative deals just before the start of the season. The Cowboys have made it clear they want to see Parsons take on a larger leadership role this season, and that starts with showing up for all team activities, optional or not. Still, first-year head coach Brian Schottenheimer isn't concerned. He's been encouraged by what he's seen from the star defender so far and is excited about what's to come. Being present doesn't necessarily mean being here all the time. Doesn't even necessarily mean having to practice. It means being present, being around the guys. "We all don't see the things that some of these guys do away from here," Schottenheimer said. "There's a lot of work being done away from here, whether it's with other players in the NFL, our guys, things like that. The thing that I know about Micah is that Micah wants to be here. He's excited about what we're building. He's been a big proponent of that. You can lead a lot of different ways. This is a business. And they're working through the business part of this deal. Everything I've asked him to do, no different than everybody that's here, he's been great. That gets me excited. I'm a big fan of Micah." Earlier this off-season, negotiations between Parsons and the Cowboys appeared to be going well. There were even reports that the sides had a handshake deal in place and just needed to agree on the details. But the Cowboys have changed their tune, and Cowboys co-owner and COO Stephen Jones delivered a frosty response when asked about an update on Parsons' situation. "No different than anything else, I'll let you know when it happens," Jones said. That could be interpreted in a lot of different ways, but Parsons, and the Cowboys, will likely be asked about it again if he does indeed show up to minicamp later this month. Trayvon Diggs could lose money for not being present this offseason. Dallas Cowboys cornerback Trayvon Diggs is in danger of missing out on $500,000 from his 2025 base salary for not participating in the team's off-season program. Diggs has opted to rehab his surgically repaired left knee in Miami and away from the star. He was not in attendance for the first 2 phases of the off-season program, and he has not taken part in the organized team activities over the past 3 weeks. According to his contract, Diggs needs to take part in 84.375% of the off-season program in order to avoid the $500,000 de-escalator. The Cowboys' mandatory minicamp runs June 10th to 12th. Any player who misses the minicamp is subject to fines, as well. While the off-season program is voluntary, for years the Cowboys have had base salary de-escalator clauses written into their large contracts that have been given out, including for quarterback Dak Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and defensive tackle Osa Odigizua, that all but guarantees a player's participation. Diggs is believed to be the first player who could see a lowering of his base salary if the Cowboys choose to enforce the clause. Even though Diggs is rehabilitating from surgery, the contract states a player must rehabilitate such injury as required by and under the supervision of the club's head trainer until such time as full participation in the off-season program can be achieved. Supervised rehabilitation by player with club's head trainer will count towards player's 84.375% completion requirement. Coach Brian Schottenheimer said he spoke with Diggs last week and noted that Diggs had a checkup with the team doctors recently. All signs are positive, Schottenheimer said. Executive Vice President Stephen Jones said Diggs is being diligent in his rehab but also stated the team's preference is for Diggs to rehab with the organization. Diggs is scheduled to make $9 million this year under the 5-year, $97 million deal he signed in 2023. During the past 2 years, he played in 13 of a possible 34 regular season games because of injury. In 2023, he suffered a torn ACL during practice before the third game of the season. Last season, he was limited to 11 games before a cartilage issue ended his campaign. Diggs is likely to start training camp on the physically unable to perform list. If he opens the season on PUP, then he would miss at least the first 4 games. Cowboys urged to sign 17-game starter to fill out interior DL. As much as he might seem like Superman at times, it's not really fair for the Dallas Cowboys to expect edge rusher Micah Parsons to essentially take on an entire team's offensive line every time he steps on the field. It was an issue that seemed to catch up with the Cowboys in 2024 when Parsons missed a career-high 4 games and the bottom fell out on both the defense and the season as Dallas stumbled to a 7-10 record. The Cowboys, to their credit, have attempted to address exactly this in the offseason. They used 3 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft on their defensive front with 1 edge rusher and 2 defensive tackles. They signed a pair of plug-and-play free agent starters with edge rusher Dante Fowler Jr. and defensive tackle Solomon Thomas. Still, the work must continue. Especially on the interior defensive line. One player the Cowboys could sign who is still available is 31-year-old free agent defensive tackle Jonathan Bullard, who started 31 out of 34 games for the Minnesota Vikings over the last 2 seasons, including all 17 games in 2024. According to Sharp Football Analysis, Bullard is the top free agent interior defensive lineman still available. He played 2024 with the Vikings on a 1-year, $2.25 million contract, and offering him a similar deal might be a smart move for Dallas and would add depth to a critical position.